proven tips to stop overthinking. Ever feel like your mind is a battlefield, constantly replaying the worst-case scenarios, and you just can't stop? Overthinking and negative thoughts can trap you in a loop, draining your energy and happiness. But what if I told you that breaking free from this mental chaos is possible? In this video, I'm going to reveal 10 proven tips that can help you regain control and silence the noise in your head for good. Do you ever find yourself trapped in a cycle of endless thoughts, where no matter how hard you try, your mind won't stop spiraling into what-ifs and worst-case scenarios? If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Overthinking and negative thinking can take over our lives. But what exactly are they, and why are they so powerful? Let's break it down. Presented by Mind Matters. It's 2 a.m., you're exhausted, yet your mind refuses to let you rest. Every little detail, every conversation you've had today, every possible outcome tomorrow, it's all swirling around, and no matter how hard you try, you can't turn it off. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Millions of people around the world are trapped in the same cycle of overthinking and negative thoughts, constantly drained by an endless mental loop. But what if I told you there's a way out? In this video, we're breaking down what overthinking really is, how negative thinking hijacks your mind, and the practical steps you can take today to finally put those thoughts to rest. By the end, you'll have the tools you need to regain control of your mental space. Let's get started. Segment 1. What is overthinking? Let's talk about overthinking. This isn't just your brain being active. This is when your mind goes into overdrive, obsessing over things that are often out of your control. It's like being caught in a hamster wheel, running yourself ragged without actually getting anywhere. The worst part, you feel like you're doing something productive. But in reality, you're just stuck in a cycle of worry and doubt. We've all been there, right? You send a message and then obsess over whether you came off the wrong way. You reread it, analyze every word, punctuation, and tone, when in reality, the other person probably didn't give it a second thought. That's overthinking in a nutshell. It makes small things feel monumental, while the real world moves on without you. But here's something to consider. Most of the things we overthink about never happen. They're imaginary scenarios our brain cooks up in an attempt to protect us from discomfort or failure. Overthinking is like playing chess against yourself, except no one wins. If this is starting to sound all too familiar, hit that subscribe button. Because coming up are the steps you need to stop this endless mental spiral. And trust me, you don't want to miss them. Segment 2. The power of negative thoughts. Let's dig deeper. Overthinking often opens the door to negative thoughts. But why? When we overthink, we tend to fixate on worst-case scenarios. It's an ancient survival mechanism. Our brain, still wired for survival, looks out for threats and tries to anticipate danger. The problem is, our modern-day dangers are usually not life-threatening. They're things like social embarrassment, fear of failure, or being judged by others. Negative thinking skews your entire perception. You could be walking through a beautiful park, yet all you see are your failures, your regrets, and the things that could go wrong. This isn't just a bad mood. It's a mental filter that tints your entire view of the world. And it doesn't stop there. Negative thoughts feed self-doubt. You begin to question your abilities, your worth, and your decisions. Even the smallest hiccup in your day feels like a personal failure. It's like having a voice in your head constantly whispering, "You're not good enough." But here's the thing, you don't have to listen to that voice. Stay with me, because in the next segment, we're talking about the real cost of letting these thoughts take over and how to push back. Segment 3. The cost of overthinking and negative thoughts. So what's the price of letting overthinking and negative thoughts take control? The cost is time. Days, weeks, even months can slip through your fingers while you're caught in your head, obsessing over decisions or worrying about what might happen. You're paralyzed by what-ifs and maybes, too afraid to take action. You know that feeling of staring at a decision, trying to make the perfect choice. That's overthinking at work, and the truth is, no decision is perfect. But by overthinking, we procrastinate. We miss opportunities. We convince ourselves that inaction is safer than taking a risk. In reality, the cost of inaction is often far higher than any mistake we might make by moving forward. When you let negative thoughts and overthinking take the wheel, you rob yourself of progress, whether that's in your career, your relationships, or even in your own personal growth. But here's the good news: breaking this cycle is possible. Segment 4. How to stop the cycle. Now that we've uncovered the impact of overthinking and negative thoughts, let's talk solutions. How do we stop this cycle? The first step is awareness. Recognize when you're overthinking. When you catch yourself going down that rabbit hole of doubt and worry, hit the mental pause button. Take a deep breath and remind yourself, not every thought is worth your attention. Next, challenge your thoughts. Ask yourself, is this thought based on fact or fear? Too often, we let our imagination run wild, turning small worries into catastrophic what-if scenarios. By separating fact from fear, you regain control over your mind. Another key tool, mindfulness. When you focus on the present moment, your brain doesn't have the bandwidth to spiral into overthinking. This could be as simple as going for a walk, meditating, or losing yourself in a hobby. Mindfulness keeps you grounded in the here and now, rather than letting your mind wander into the past or future. If any of these tips resonate with you, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share in the comments what helps you stop the cycle of overthinking. I'd love to know your thoughts. In conclusion, at the end of the day, overthinking and negative thoughts are habits. And like any habit, they can be changed. It takes time, it takes patience, but with awareness and the right tools, you can retrain your mind. You don't have to be trapped in a loop of worry and doubt. You can choose to live in the present, where your real power lies. Remember this: your thoughts don't define you. You define your thoughts. Take back control and start living the life you deserve, free from overthinking and negativity. Thanks for watching.